What's up, Southside?
What's up?
So, we recorded a super cool Science Friday video for you guys because we are professional scientists.
Woo!
Look at that. Look at that. Just science.
Science.
Anyways, we're not professional recording people. So, the video, the first 3 minutes of the video got cut off. And basically what you missed, we'll give you just a snap preview right now.
Woo!
There's a lot of this. Okay, so now that we've caught you up to speed, what we want to do is just sort of tell you all the stuff that you need, and you can do this at home. You can be and should be under the supervision of an adult. We are not adults, and we don't have supervision, which is why you'll see how we messed up just a little bit. I mean, we never make mistakes, but
hey, things happen.
Things happen. Okay, so what you'll need from your house is you can use like a 2-liter bottle. This is I shrunk this 2-liter bottle. I shrunk it. You'll need food coloring, which is now stuck. It's stuck inside of the 2-liter bottle that I shrunk.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, regular hydrogen peroxide that you can buy at the store that you've already purchased because you're not leaving your house. Mm-hmm. You're going to need soap, regular dish soap like you've been washing your hands with. And you're going to need, which is not pictured, which is what you're going to see later on in the video, why it's not pictured, is yeast, just like what you make bread with, okay? Mm-hmm. And then you're going to need these super awesome safety glasses. These are Gucci. These are Gucci, so we only have the best at Southside here. Look at this, Armani. It's like, dang, we're going to break the camera. We too hot. And what you're going to be doing is called creating elephant toothpaste. So if you want to look at actual scientists, not that we aren't, but if you want to watch people doing this, you can also go on YouTube, and we would love to see you guys doing this experiment. You definitely want to do it outside. Definitely want to do it outside. We had gloves on only because we're awesome, and we'd love to see you guys do your experiment. So like tag me, Miss Aki, and Miss Jackson in your experiment, put it on Teams, and you will get a free virtual high five.
Pow!
Boom! Virtual high five. Love you. Mean it.
Love you too.
Have a great Science Friday. Cool. So we have our hydrogen peroxide in here, and you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. So what this is actually doing is hydrogen peroxide is oxygen and hydrogen molecules. Okay. And so this is the yeast is acting as a catalyst. So when you put hydrogen peroxide on your skin, Miss Jackson, when you have like a cut, what happens?
It bubbles up.
It bubbles. Do you know why it bubbles, Miss Jackson?
No, tell me why.
Do you want to guess?
Because it's interacting with my skin or the blood?
Well, not the blood, but it is interacting with your skin. So inside of your skin, there is a chemical called catalase, and you have that. You get it in potatoes and vegetables. It's also in your body. So you're developing hydrogen peroxide inside of your body right now. You're like a Walgreens, Miss Jackson.
Ooh, is that why I'm so bubbly?
Oh, that's a lot. Okay. So when you put hydrogen peroxide on your skin, that's why it bubbles, because it has a catalyst. It's reacting to that catalase in there. So this is acting as our catalyst today. And what do you think is going to happen, Miss Jackson, if I pour a little bit of the yeast inside with the hydrogen peroxide?
It's going to start foaming up.
It's going to start foaming up, okay? So we're going to try, why don't you do the honors? And in this one, this is just hydrogen peroxide. We'll get to the soap in just a second. All right, so let's move this out of the way. And we're going to move this out of the way. All right, go ahead, Miss Jackson, just a little bit. A little more than that, okay. Probably.
Oh, I do see it starting to foam.
So it's starting to foam a little bit, you can see in there. We don't want to waste all of it because we've already pre-mixed all of our chemicals. So you can see it's already starting to create a little bit of foam in there, because it now has a catalyst to react to, whereas here with the hydrogen peroxide by itself, it is just sitting there. Yep. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually create our foam. And I hope this yeast isn't too old to be able to actually do this. All right, so we're going to use some food coloring. Pick your color, Miss Jackson.
I'm going with red.
Oh, red. I'm going to do blue. And we're going to pour food coloring inside of our hydrogen. So a lot of hydrogen. Oh, peroxide. Okay.
Okay.
And what we're going to do with this is we're going to also add a little dish soap. Okay? So what the dish soap is going to do is that here you see that this is just breaking down and separating the molecules that are in there. So it's separating the oxygen from the hydrogen here, and that's why it's bubbling, because it's escaping. But what this is going to do, the soap, it's going to create a surface tension, so it's going to actually hold all of that together.
Okay.
And what happens with soap when you like wash your hand? You've all been washing your hands a
foams
lot.
as well.
It foams up, right? Because you're creating surface
Suds.
tension. You're creating some suds in there. So we're going to do the same thing. So you can pour some soap in yours. Oh,
Let's just try to take the top
A little
off.
more. Yeah, take the top
Yeah.
off. Yeah, just
We're big girls now.
it's that great value. It's that good soap. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of soap, Miss Jackson.
You know, I like to be clean.
Oh boy. Oh, we can all wash our hands after this.
Yeah,
All right.
totally.
Good enough. I didn't try this yet, so the internet told me to do it. All right. So now let's kind of like give it a little,
Swishy swish.
give it a little swish, a little swirl. Look at all that. Look at all that color. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at All right. So you see, we still have just the hydrogen peroxide
so cool.
and
Oh
the
my
soap
gosh.
in there, and you see a little bit of suds. All right, Ms. Jackson, what do you think is going to happen when we pour this in here?
You're gonna have a blue cloud
A blue cloud.
of foam.
All right, so make sure yeast up,
Okay.
mix it up, little swirl. All right, so it's just water that we mixed with yeast. It should be warm water. We just did it straight out the Southside tap. Got that Southside tap. All right.
Southside tap.
Southside tap. All right, I'm gonna pour this in there too, I think, probably.
Okay.
I don't know. All right, so it should, right, cause a reaction,
It
and the
should.
molecule should split, and the oxygen should try to escape from the hydrogen, and in doing that, it creates an exothermic reaction, because it should also be a little bit
Exothermic reaction.
okay? It should also be a little bit of hot. So you're creating heat too, right? Because you're separating molecules. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. It didn't do it.
It's slowly starting.
It's slowly bubbling, but I have an idea, Miss Jackson. We're gonna pause right there, and I'm gonna go get stronger chemicals.
Woohoo! See you in a minute.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, we took a science break, and you can see we let this sit for just a few minutes, and it's already bubbling. But we want to speed this up.
Yeah.
So we
wanna
have a
speed it
little
up.
foam in there. We want to speed this up, and we did what you shouldn't do, which is we didn't really follow directions. It's supposed to be warm water.
Okay,
So we have
now we
warm
have it.
water and yeast. Okay? Sometimes mistakes happen in science. It wasn't our mistake. It was the coronavirus's mistake.
Corona.
Miss
Sorry.
Potato. Okay, all right. Now, we already have a little bit of foam, but we want to speed this up.
Okay.
So we
Here
should
we
be
go.
able to just put it in there, and literally the same thing is happening again. It's probably just old yeast. Is there an expiration date on yeast?
Oh, yeah.
This one expired in 2017. So always check your chemicals, people. We're just gonna do a little bit of that, but always check your chemicals. And you see we still have foam. And if we start to mix that up and we put it in maybe a smaller bottle,
Oh wow.
you see it's gonna come out of that. You see we have foam. See?
Let's-
Foam,
I'm gonna pour
everybody.
mine in hers.
Pour that in there, Miss Jackson. Oh, it looks like
Oh,
cotton
it
candy.
does.
Look at that, everybody. You see, and the oxygen is coming apart from the hydrogen. I think we're still getting the point that we have it's called elephant toothpaste because it looks like toothpaste coming from a bowl. Oh, that's gross. Okay, everybody, so a couple takeaways from this. Don't use expired yeast. Don't do that. Follow the directions, which I will actually put with the video. But you can see we still created the reaction we wanted. It just didn't shoot up in the air.
No, it didn't.
Potentially we maybe had too big of maybe I was a little ambitious in my thoughts. But we still have what we wanted here. And now there's a big mess.
Smaller.
Yep, and you can see it's separated and the gas is going up. And it's hot too, you feel it? Has a little bit of heat, feel mine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit of heat there. That's our
Yep, a little bit of heat.
exothermic reaction. So again, you can take a 2-liter bottle under the supervision of a grown-up We are not grown-ups. That's why we didn't do a very good job. But you can get a 2-liter bottle, hydrogen peroxide that you buy at the store. You're not allowed to leave your house, so hopefully you already have it in your house. Don't tell your mom that you're using it because she probably won't let you. Just tell her it's for science. You're going to use non-expired yeast. Non-expired yeast. Warm water, you're going to mix it up in a separate container and you're going to pour it in your 2-liter bottle, and it should create fast-acting foam. And this is just, again, it's hydrogen peroxide, yeast, and water, so it is not toxic to you. You can touch it, you can throw it on your brothers and sisters. I also didn't tell you to do that if anybody asked. Don't even think about it, Miss Jackson.
Should I or should I not?
No.
No. Okay. No.
That's all for Science Friday.
Woo!
That's all for Science Friday. If you have suggestions of things that you want to see on Science Friday, I'm happy to take your suggestions. I probably won't follow any of them. You know why? Because I do what I want.